Hey there. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to do something special today that I haven't done in a while. Just to start giving you a little bit more education, get you excited about crystals, working with them and the importance of them right now in our world and for ourselves personally. Hey, Basement 41, how are you? So I'm just going to wait for some people to jump on, and then we are going to start a crystal live today. And I'm going to go over a very special crystal that's near and dear to my heart. It's something that I've been wearing for a very, very long time. I have been wearing this crystal since I was 23 years old. And you will find it on my neck virtually every single day. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this beautiful crystal, and it's called the Labradorite. And it is one of my main working crystals, and is a very important crystal for anybody who's sensitive, who does metaphysical work, psychic work, for a lot of different reasons. So today we're going to go over that. Okay, so a little bit about the Labradorite. A Labradorite, the key words in reference to it is going to be magic and protection. It's all about the magic, okay? I'm also talking a little bit about the crystals as well because it's so important. I do a lot of work and teaching in reference to spiritual alchemy, divine feminine, and working with crystals and how they truly do heal yourself, heal others, can heal the world, as well as get you in touch with Sophia. Okay, so here we go. Let me see who else is on today. Hey everybody, how you doing? Okay. Hey Kyle, I miss you. It's been a minute. Where you been? Hey, how are you, sweetie? We're doing a crystal live today. I'm going to start doing the crystal lives again. Just waiting for people to jump on. Just getting started. And like I said, I'm talking about crystals, doing a little bit of education, as well as explaining how it relates to spiritual alchemy, which is something I do a lot of work with and teach, and how crystals have the ability not only to heal us, heal others, literally heal the world, and get us in touch directly with Divine Feminine and Sophia. So I'm going to get started as I repeated that again, but I think it's important so everybody knows what's going on. Okay, so talking about Labradorite today, and like I said, this is a very important crystal to me. One of my main working crystals, and I've literally been wearing this around my neck virtually every single day since I was 23 years old. So it's very important and very near and dear to me. So, Labradorite, key words is magic and protection. What chakras does it hit? It affects and works with all of our chakras. Element is the wind. Physically, it amplifies the effects of prayers and affirmations. Emotional, aids in doing inner work to root out all negative patterns, which is something that we're doing right now. We're kind of dealing with all the negative things and the things that have not served us from the past, so we completely shed them and get rid of them before February 17th, when the new lunar year starts and we go into the year of the fire horse. So we're finalizing all that shedding work, facing the things that are hard for us to face, that maybe we haven't wanted to, but we know it's necessary to be able to release everything that does so not serve us so we can move forward. Remember, this year I want you all to be in service to yourself. Okay, very important. Hi Jenna, how are you, sweetie? Okay, so it's in doing inner work to root out all negative patterns, enhances psychic abilities, capacity to perceive with the inner eye, useful for magic, ritual, and psychic protection. Labradorite is the gemstone and crystal of magic. It awakens clairvoyance, telepathy, astral travel, prophecy, psychic reading, access to the Akashic records, past life recall, communication with the higher guides in spirit. It offers psychic protection, dispelling negative energies and entities. It enhances synchronicity and serendipity in one's life. It is a crystal of spiritual adventure. as well as increasing one's power to magically influence the outer world. And I want to remind you guys that you are magic. Your very being, the essence of who you are and how you're created and what your body and physical beings is actually made up from. You are magic. And the Labradorite actually helps you activate that, especially if you allow yourself to work and tune into it. Now, a little bit more on Labradorite. It is a useful, like I said, companion through change. A useful companion through change imparts strength and perseverance, especially with the work that we all need to be doing now, especially with the work with people who are empathic, who are mediums, who are psychics and energy healers. Gives us that extra oomph, the strength and the protection that we're needed so we can push through the things we need to push through when we are working with people. It balances and protects the aura, raises consciousness, and grounds spiritual energies, strengthens intuition, promoting psychic abilities, like I said at the beginning of this. It stimulates and works with all the chakra, but stimulates your throat chakra, your voice. So it stimulates the throat chakra since predominantly blue, but connects to the heart and all of your other chakras. It just kind of moves through you. When you hold on to a Labradorite and you really connect with its energy, it is so uplifting. And it's the only word I have for it. It immediately balances you if you tune into it and lifts you up. It rises you to a higher vibrational frequency. Okay. It's the voice of the body, in essence, like a pressure valve that allows the energy from all the other chakras to be expressed. Okay? Protects your aura by creating energy barriers. Barrier holds personal energy in and provides protection from people who would drain or tap into your personal energy, those things we call energy vampires. Because of these elemental forces, they are enhanced but kept in balance. So it's going to amplify all of these things, but it's also going to help balance you. Because if you're not in balance and you don't know how to work with these energies, you're going to get yourself stuck. You're kind of going to bite off a little bit more than you can chew. Now, there is a legend, which I absolutely love about the Labradorite, where they call it, and they say that it's fallen from the frozen fire of the Aurora Borealis. And this crystal transforms ordinary things to the extraordinary, shimmering in a mystical light that separates the waking world from the unseen realms. It's a crystal and stone of magic in every sense. Crystal shaman, diviners, healers, and all who travel and embrace the universe seeking knowledge and guidance. This is the crystal that you need to work with. I'm telling you, it's one of the most incredibly powerful, energetic crystals, and it's so important for what it does for you as far as connecting the heavens to the earth, and that's what makes the crystal itself so beautiful. Seeking knowledge and guidance. It awakens awareness, inner spirituality and intuition, psychic abilities. It protects against negativity and misfortune of the world, provides self-exploration into alternate levels of consciousness, facilitating visual experiences from the past and the future. It also can help you do dimensional work. It enhances mental initiative and ability of clairvoyance, telepathy, prophecy. It assists in communication with higher realms and spirits. That is just a little bit about the Labradorite crystal. Now, I want to show you some that I do have available for anybody that's interested in bringing them home. Whether you get them from me or somebody else, it's up to you, but I do have them available. All of my crystals are hand-picked by the people that I get them from. They actually go to the places and they hand-pick the crystals that have the best energy. They bring them back home And then they let me know that they have some, and they give me a call. And then I go over and I feel the energy in each and every crystal that I pick. I can feel the energy of the person they're supposed to go home to. So I handpick those crystals, and from the moment I have them, I cleanse them and I program them. I work with them under every single new and full moon until it's time for them to go home and they found their person. So that's a little bit, that's what's different about my crystals versus other people's crystals. Okay, they're literally infused with magic, and they're being prepared to come home and help serve your highest good through anything that you're going through. Okay, so I am actually going to show you some amazing palm stones. These are big. These babies, they're big. And you see how you see the little bit of the flash of the blue and then the greens. And the wonderful thing about Labradorites is when you turn them around, they reflect the heavens and the earth. So they're a reflection. This is the frozen fire of the Aurora Borealis. So this is one of the palm stones I have available. And then I have this gorgeous one. Now this one is a beautiful palm stone, but is also a stone because I have some people that love wearing large pieces. So this is actually a crystal that can be created into a magnificent like amulet or necklace. It's a little bit too big to be put into a bracelet, although I have had people ask for that. Usually I like to do the cuffs and the bracelets with a stone that is a little bit smaller. But like I said, there's another one, and here's a baby. She's gorgeous. Look at the flash. Look at her flash. And what's great is they change when the sun hits them. And you could see all the different colors that radiate through. There are different. There's regular Labradorite. There are peacock Labradorite, spectral blue. So depending on really what you're looking to do and what you would what you would be using them for. Hey, how are you? Would really depend on the Labradorite that you were specifically going to be getting and what you're drawn to. I love the spectral blues, and I love the peacock ores. They're absolutely gorgeous. But all of the Labradorites do the explanation that I said through the beginning. They do all of those things, except the different depths and color kind of accentuate whether you're working more with the heavens, whether it's more grounded. So it just depends what you're drawn to. It just makes them a little bit more powerful. It gives a little bit more oomph, if that makes any sense to you. Hey, Jen, how are you? Okay, so let me see. What else do I have here? I have another big palm stone that's more grounding and connected to the earth. That one. Whereas you hit this one. This gorgeous baby with all the flash and the blues that are running through her connect you both because it's equally with the greens and the blues and the flash, okay? Whereas the spectral really connects you to the heavens. And then I have another gorgeous big baby right here. I love crystals. They're the most amazing things in the world. And I am going to start doing more and more crystal lives to give you a little bit of education and child divine guidance. And here's another beautiful baby. And I just love how they reflect the light. I mean, you can tell just by the one on my chest. She just radiates and glows. But I mean, this is my baby. She's been around for a really long time. Then there are other crystals as well. So like these are polished palm stones that you can use for meditation, to calm yourself down, to connect, astral travel, dimensional work, psychic work, okay? So you have these crystals right here that are great for that. And like I said, I can make this into an amulet as well. Then you have other crystals, which these are them in the rough. If you've ever seen a ruby, an emerald, a garnet, Labradorite, some of the crystals in the rough, you know, they're not as flashy as the polished crystals, but they do This is their purest form. This is before they've been handled and polished, just so everybody could see them sparkle and shimmer. So they're extremely powerful in this form. So I do have them in the rough as well. And I can get larger pieces as well of the Labradorites. And then this is Freya. I'm absolutely obsessed with her. Look at all the different colors within her. She's a peacock. Do you see that? How she reflects light. And there's her back. She is a beautiful crystal. She has so much amazing energy, and I've worked with her quite a bit. So, yeah, I wear that a lot as well. I wore that a few weeks back, but I will be going over the different. And the greatest thing about the Aurora crystals is there's different colors of them. There's like these deep, rich green colors, the purples, the blues, the red, the yellows. So there's different Aurora. Where you would be more of a Merlinite blue, Joss, that would be more of your color of the Labradorite. So actually, and the purplish color like that I wear would be more that you connect to, being that you're, you know, you hail from Atlantis. Let's just put it that way. So, and there is Freya, and she is available. And all of the amulets and pendants that I make, they're all made. So not one is like any other one. And honestly, sometimes I'll have a design in my head about how they're supposed to be wrapped, and I start wrapping, and the energy of the crystal, they dress themselves, they wrap themselves. And I really do them in a specific way so that the beauty of the crystal is seen. Some of them I'll get a little bit more elaborate, but the other ones I want the beauty and the energy of them to just shine out. All of the crystals can either come home as is, wrapped, and you can cord them yourself or put them on your own chain, or I can black cord them like this one because I wear her all the time. She is always on me, so the black cord, it adjusts, so I can either make her into a choker or I could let her drop longer, and she goes with everything because she's on the black cord. But I can use different color cords. I can use give you a chain to whatever size, or an adjustable chain where you can either, you know, wear it short or adjust it longer. And I wrap in copper. I'll wrap in antique copper, copper, brass, antique brass, and the sterling silver as well. I will take special order pendants where I actually wrap them in gold or sterling silver. So it just depends. And that's going to be a little bit more expensive than these because I'm wrapping it with gold, you know. So those are all the crystals, and that's Freya. She is available to go home for anybody who's interested in her. And then before all the crystals come home, what was I going to say? Before all of the crystals come home, once their person has chosen them, and they're getting ready to be brought together. At that point, I will work with them for a week or so longer to make sure that those particular crystals, that particular piece is specifically programmed and charged for the person that they are going home to. So when you get your crystal and it comes home, you don't need to cleanse it. It's already gone through intense cleansing and has had so much magic put into it. Okay, so these were just some of the crystals that I do have available. I do have other pieces that can be made into pendants, earrings, bracelets, rings, as well as the palm stones for meditation that can go home, the rough crystals. So whatever you're looking for, if you're interested in getting a crystal from me, just let me know. I did post Freya a few weeks back, so she's on my grid on my Instagram. And it tells you a little bit more about her. And if there's another crystal you're interested in getting, or you wanted a peacock or a spectral, I'll see if I can post some individual pictures in just a carousel of what a spectral looks like. You know that she's a peacock, and what the different Labradorites look like to help you, choose. And then I'll be able to make one especially for you and send it home. So what do you guys think? We're going back to doing crystal lives. We're doing new moon lives, which I didn't do this week because I didn't have time to. I was too busy. Full moon lives. I also, this year, like I said, is a shadow work year. It is the year of the fire horse, but it's about releasing and completely burning everything that no longer serves you, letting it all go. It's a phoenix year, okay? So we're going to be doing some intense work in reference that. So by the end of this year, the transformation you will have made is going to be amazing. This is a year, like I said, I want you guys to be in service to yourself. To learn how to love yourself and not be seeking that from others. To fall in love with who you are. To be able to love spending time with yourself and being alone. So anybody that's actually in your life has come into your life because simply to be with you. For you to love them. For you to love each other. Not because you need fixed. Not because they need fixed. We're not doing that. That doesn't serve any of us. Okay, so I am going to be doing 13 moons, 13 goddesses. That's a lot of shadow work. I've already started. I do teach spiritual alchemy that also connects you with the crystals, helps you connect with divine feminine and Sophia, and really goes in depth with alchemy and how it affects our world and how science is currently proving what all the old philosophers and alchemists were talking about way back when. So spiritual alchemy classes, crystal alchemy, as well as finding your soul frequency, which is another form of shadow work, helping you recognize what all the different human emotions are, how to work with them, and then be able to release them. So that's another course that I'm working with people on. Then doing those full moon meditations where it's 13 moons, 13 goddesses. So those are just some of the amazing courses that I teach, that I'm working with people. Basically to help set their souls on fire, which is what this is all about. I can absolutely make you an Aurora crystal. And you have to let me know if you want one like mine or if you want it wrapped. Because mine actually, I wish I had mine in here, but I don't. No, I don't have mine in here. I actually keep it on one of those cords, a copper cord like they put dog tags on. And she is wrapped with the copper that's basically melted to her. So I can find out which way you want it. And shipping does cost a little bit going to Canada. I have sent quite a few pieces over there, but it's a one-of-a-lifetime piece and they're extremely special. So if you find one, I can give you an idea of what it would be to ship there. But I would have to actually put your shipping information in and see what the cost would be going to Canada. And then I could let you know exactly what the shipping would be. I'm trying to think what other crystals. What other crystal do you think you guys want to hear about? Let me know. Let me know what you want to learn. I am going to start going through all of them. So, selenite, rhodochrosite, Aurora crystals, the different colors, Herkimer diamonds, phenakite, petalite. I mean, there's hundreds upon hundreds of crystals. Crystals that are from here, noble shungite and shungite. People don't realize there's a difference between the two. Phenakite, yes. Phenakite, yes. Definitely we'll go over phenakite, especially, no, it's PHOE. So I can actually give you a little bit. My other book has the work I have in reference. Tiger's Eye, absolutely. That's an amazing crystal as well. Courage, bravery, the Tiger's Eye. Let me go to the phenakite. I can give you a little bit of a mini explanation of what phenakite does. Hematite, moldavite. But when you do the spiritual alchemy class and we work with the crystals, there's actually 4 cornerstones, and they're extremely high vibrational and high frequency crystals that not everybody is able to work with. Some of you have to really start out and get used to the energy. Other people can handle the crystals initially, but if you're not in tune to them or ready for them, you'll be able to hold them for a little bit, and then you actually have to put them down for a little bit because you'll get dizzy, you can get nauseous, all of that other stuff. Where's my phenakite? I'm going to give you a quick thing on a phenakite. And then maybe my next crystal live, I'll go really in depth with that crystal. Phenakite, most people have never even heard of the crystal. It's rare. A lot of crystal shops do not carry them. And why? Because they're so expensive. So a lot of them, unless people are specifically asking or they're really catering to people who do light and spiritual work, don't even carry the crystal. In fact, I was so surprised because you can find it more on the East Coast than you can on the West Coast. Like when I first moved to California, I was going in just looking at the shops because it's my favorite thing to do. Is go in crystal shops. I love it. And I'll walk around and I'll ask, well, do you have phenakite? And they'll go, what? I'm like, phenakite. And they're like, what's that? And then I have to go into a full description of what phenakite is. And then they'll be like, oh, I've never heard of it. And some of the shops have heard of it, but they said it doesn't make sense for us to bring it in because there's not enough people who understand it, work with it, and are willing to spend the money on getting a piece. Because just like Moldavite, they sell that by the gram. And you get a tiny piece, and they're fairly expensive. Same thing as with the phenakite. Same thing as with the phenakite. And when you do the crystal and spiritual alchemy class, we actually do a whole section on that cornerstone, okay, and actually how that came to be and how light beings actually were the ones that brought it here, which is great. Connects to the monoliths and the pyramids that are actually placed all across our globe, the power grids, all of that. That's what the last crystal store you went into said. Yeah, they have no clue. Or they don't want to take it in because they're not willing to sit on it for a while. Now, when I work with crystals, every single one, every single crystal, Freya. And this one, you want to know what this one just told me its name? I picked it up. You know what this one's name is? Sebastian. And yes, they talk to me. Crystals talk to me. They have such amazing energy. And this one is just... he's just full of energy and bubbles. He's he's a happy guy. And he's gorgeous. I mean, the flash. And really, even seeing it here does not do it any justice. The flash that Sebastian has. So, every single one of them are available to come home to you. So, let me get to phenakite. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tease. I am. I'm going to tease you guys a little bit with the phenakite. Where are you? I gotta find it. Where did it go? pH. I know it's in here. I know phenakite's in here. I know it is. Where'd it go? Where'd she go? There you go. Phenakite. Keywords. Like I went over this with the Labradorite at the beginning. Keywords. Third eye activation, inner visions, interdimensional travel. So like when we do the work where I help you activate your Merkaba, this is one of those crystals that can help you with the interdimensional travel. Chakras, it works with the third eye, which is your sixth chakra, and the crown, which is your seventh. The element for them is storm, whereas the Labradorite is wind. So see how amazing they work together. Physical, healing nerve damage and nervous system disorders are just some of the physical things that nerves. Because all of these crystals not only can heal you emotionally, spiritually, connect you like with magic and things of that nature, but they also have physical healing properties as well. Healing nerve damage and nervous system disorders helps one find the courage to lead a spirit-centered life. Phenakite activates the third eye, crown chakra, and one's capacity for visionary experience. So that's like astral projection, remote viewing, OBEs, past life things, that type of things, even prophetic. It is highly beneficial for the light body activation and is the best crystal for interdimensional travel. It could be used for communication with spirit guides, angelic beings, and other entities of higher domains. It opens the portals for inner journeying, allowing one to travel through the corridors of sacred geometric forms, which if anybody is familiar with a Merkaba, that's part of sacred geometry. And like I said, I know I'm going to do a crystal live on phenakite, and then I'm going to do some work with sacred geometry so you understand what the Merkaba is, what it's used for, and then I'm going to refer to some scientific research that was done that actually my brain went dead, that actually has documented and photographed the Merkaba throughout outer space. Okay. Your Merkaba is your vehicle of light body. That's what's activated with the monks, where they would turn around and say that a monk was seen meditating in deep meditative state in one place in a temple, but they could be seen in another part of that country traveling. So it activates your vehicle of light body so you can be one place and then your spirit can travel to another time, another place around the world, and can help you travel dimensionally. That's how they said that Jesus was able to actually move through the entire world in just 30 days. It's an amazing, amazing thing to be able to do. So I tell you, time travel is real. And guess what? You do not need a machine to get there, because you already have the ability within you. It's your Merkaba, which is your vehicle of light body. When a child is created and that big explosion happens in a woman's womb, that God particle, okay? They actually, and one day I am going to post the video of this, they actually were able to video it. You know what science has done now. So what it does, absolutely, we will do a time travel meditation. You've done a few with me, Josh. You've traveled to different times, different places, and different dimensions. So absolutely, we'll do that again. We're getting all that started again. The very first thing when a human being is created, the very first, that explosion, they actually were able to video it, and it's amazing and it's beautiful. It's actually an energetic Merkaba. Everybody has that in common. That is the very first thing that is created in a human being. And then your DNA is formed from that. So by going through special journeys that we have, where when we activate the time travel, we have to do a journey, not meditation, because those are two separate things. Journeys, I actually cross you over into your Akashic realm. And usually those are a little bit longer than a regular meditation. So every single one of us have that in common. And by activating your Merkaba, you're able to go back in time. You're able to go back into other lifetimes. You're able to spring forward in your life, to go into future lifetimes. You're able to go parallel, and you're able to go dimensional. And all of these things are real. It's quantum theory, quantum physics. Science has proved it. So it's just not me saying it. It's just not somebody else saying it. Everybody says, oh, you crazy people, or all your woo-woo people and stuff like that. No, scientists have proven it. Magic is real, and it comes in so many different forms. So definitely we will do that. Going back, I'll go over tiger's eye. I'll go over phenakite. Selenite is an amazing crystal. An amazing crystal. Oh my God, Kyle, I love you. We need to do yep, absolutely. I would love to have you, Joss, and Kyle in one of the journeys together. That would be amazing. It would be... You guys are amazing with the energy and the work that you're able to do. And it would be so powerful. So if you guys really want to set that up, let me know availability, and I will we'll set a special journey up for that. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Let me see who else is on here. Kyle's still on here, who I miss fiercely. I was thinking about you the other day. In fact, I was going to call you, Kyle, but I got a phone call from one of my children. Jennifer's here. Jen is here. Kat, Maria. I love you guys fierce. All my peoples. I've missed you guys. Okay, great. So I just wanted to jump on quick, share a little bit about the Labradorite crystal, show what's available. Would love to make some amazing one-of-a-kind pieces for you guys. And then if you have any questions, please feel free to direct message me. If you wanted to book a session or do one of my classes, you can either direct message me here or go to www.oneheartonespirit.com. And then, like I said, I have a lot of people that have been getting started with the soul frequency, discovering your soul frequency class, as well as spiritual alchemy, and then another amazing class, and it is so much fun, is I teach dream analysis. So I actually teach you how to analyze your dreams and dreams of your loved ones, which is great as well. Book your sessions. Is the perfect time for you. Book your sessions, your past life regressions, your soul retrievals, your crossroad healing sessions, your crossroad and life path sessions. All of these things, it's time to get it in and get it done, because this is the year of the fire horse. This is a 1 year, which means this year is the first year in a 9-year cycle. So everything you do this year is setting yourself up for the next 9 years that are to come. So you want to be purposeful. You want to plant those seeds and get that energy flowing in the right direction. So it'll be the most amazing 9 years. Time to raise your frequency, guys. Okay, so I look forward to talking to you soon. I've been working with Moonstone, and I'm in for a journey. Yeah, Moonstone, and there's different Moonstones as well, are really powerful as well. And a Moonstone is also amazing for children and for people who have anxiety and ADHD. It is an amazing crystal for that. Amazing, the healing properties. Okay, guys, I got a jet. I love you fierce. I'll get some of these posted. If you're interested in seeing some of the other pieces that I have available that can be made into pendants, amulets, or bracelets, cuffs, let me know. I can send you pictures of them as well. And if you're looking specifically for a regular Labradorite, a spectral, a peacock, let me know about that too, and I can show you what I have available. And if I don't have one, I can actually call my crystal guy, because I know he did just get back, and see what he has, because I'm supposed to go visit him anyway. So I love you guys fierce. You guys have an amazing evening, and I'll talk with you soon.